right, the 2019 Southeastern Wildlife Exposition kicks off this week, marking the official start to the Lowcountry's tourism season. The three-day event begins Friday and will feature many exhibits, shows, and demos. Stephen Sewe from the Center for Birds of Prey joining me now with a preview of this wonderful event that's so much fun. Thousands of people come here, and we have a special guest in house today. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Who do we have here?
This is a spectacled owl. It's one of our educational ambassadors at the center. She's a bird that's native to South America, but she's never been out of South Carolina. She was actually bred at the center. But she'll be one of the many birds that we'll be bringing down to Marion Square this week for Sewe again. Looking forward to seeing tens of thousands of our closest friends out there.
It's always such a fun event. I want to talk about what the great work that your center does just down the road.
Absolutely. Well, we started as a rehabilitation facility providing medical care for injured birds, but we pretty quickly learned that the problems were mostly human related, and in order to resolve them we needed to teach people. So this bird's job and my job, and one of the things we do at the center, is try to help people understand what's happening to these animals out there and perhaps what we can do moving forward. We still operate a medical facility.
Wow.
We treat in the neighborhood of 800 birds every year for car collision related injuries, entanglements, poisoning, gunshot, believe it or not. And so our job is to help people understand what we could do better moving forward.
Absolutely. And so what about her?
Well, so she's a full-time educator. This is what she does for a living. It's not always obvious, but this is not a normal thing for a bird to do, to come into a television studio or even to be this close to you and I. So we have a really special group of birds that we utilize for education. People can come, obviously, to the center on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays and see these birds in action. And then, we always look forward to sort of the big opportunities like Sewe to get in front of lots of folks and share the message.
And so what will we see her do?
Well, so she's a bird that's trained for flight demonstrations. One of the biggest challenges with owls is that when you bring them into new circumstances, as you can see, she's really curious about everything in the room here. And Marion Square during Sewe is about as distracting as any environment. So we don't see much from our owls during Sewe, but folks will at least be able to get a good close look and hopefully see her in flight. And then we'll have several other birds in free flight during the weekend there in Marion Square.
It really is the best event to go to and just to learn about all of the wildlife that we have and just the great work y'all are doing.
Well, we certainly appreciate the opportunity to get in front of all the folks that we see. So.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming in.
It's a pleasure to be here.
We appreciate it. Love seeing her.
Hopefully we'll see everybody out this weekend.
That's right. We'll get all the information posted on our website. We already have some on our website, countont2.com.